Hello, everyone. How is everyone tonight? Good. Welcome to How to Do What You Love and Get Paid for It on YouTube. So thanks for coming down. My name is Gabriel, and I'm going to be sharing with you some really interesting insights on how you can start taking what you already know, all your skills, and turning it into some income streams quite easily. So, who here wish they could do what they want every single day and get paid for it? Everyone, obviously. So this is a way to transform your passions into something that you love to do. So let's get started. That's why you're here, and I'll show you exactly how you can leverage YouTube, one of the biggest platforms out there, and start making some income. So imagine waking up and knowing that you've made some passive income while you slept, or you added value to hundreds or even thousands of people while not even physically being there. That's the power of videos. You can do what you love, you're passionate about every single day, and you can be anywhere in the world with an internet connection. You can even use your phone with the camera. So what you're gonna see tonight, you're gonna learn exactly why you've got to be on YouTube starting today, how to discover your passion and gifts, and that people pay you lots of money for, and how to find your niche and audience. This is really important, this part. Different ways to turn what you love into multiple income streams, including passive income streams, and some insider tips that literally like 1% of YouTubers out there really know. And this is what's gonna separate you from all the rest. Plus, your next steps for getting huge results really quickly. So this is my big promise to you, is that you'll know exactly, by the end of this event, you'll know exactly how to turn whatever you already know and love into passive income thanks to YouTube. And that's how you can do it in 7 days or less. So it's not that hard if you know how to do it. I'm gonna show you exactly how. So why is this different from any other YouTube events, social media events that you've been to? How is it so easy, you might say? Well, it's not some get-rich-fast process. It takes real effort. You have to put in work. You have to create videos. You have to upload them on YouTube. Unless you hire that out to someone, you're gonna have to put in some real effort to make it happen. We're applying strategies that are working today on YouTube, on social media. We have countless people backing this up with their results. There's so many people around the world, even with small channels, making passive income on their YouTube channels. And there's no luck, there's no guessing, it's just the strategy. So we're building a real business here. So making your first dollars, making first pounds on YouTube requires no upfront investment. You don't really need any digital marketing experience. You don't need video production experience, you just need your smartphone, even starting out. There's not much of a learning curve and no risk, so it's safe and proven. So obviously you have to put this in there. Obviously you can't guarantee you'll get any results. The people you see in this presentation, the results you see, it's because people put in a lot of work, efforts, and this will vary based on who you are, your background, your situation. However, we can guarantee that you'll learn the steps that myself and countless YouTubers have applied and gotten results. So how quick would your life change if you could make money while you sleep, on holiday, doing what you love? Watch the number of your channel subscribers increase daily. This is really exciting. And then really do what you love and increase your income at the same time and make an impact. Because income by itself isn't enough these days. We want to make a change in the world. We want to see that our videos actually make people's lives better. So here's a good tip. Lack of progress equals a lack of motivation. So we always have to make progress in our online profile. So why you've got to be on YouTube starting today? Obviously you're here because you see the value in YouTube, but maybe not all of you know some of these facts. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, second to Google. So people go on YouTube and they search what they want to find. They search what they want to learn, they search what they want to be entertained about, and videos come up and they watch those videos. 77% of consumers say they've been convinced to buy a product or service by watching a video. Text is kind of boring these days. Everybody wants a video format. It's easier to consume, it's more engaging. And 69% of users would prefer to watch a video over text to learn. So we can all agree that video is the format to be with, and it's just gonna increase. And it's the easiest way to get free, targeted, highly engaged traffic. So what does that mean? It means people who are looking exactly what you have to offer, landing on your video, watching it, and they're gonna convert whatever you're offering at the end. If you're offering them to subscribe, they're gonna subscribe. If you're offering them to go on an email list, they're probably gonna go on there. So it's targeted, people who are interested in what you have. So have you missed the gold rush? No, not at all. The YouTube machine is still very, very young. So not only is YouTube rewarding new channels, I'm sure you've seen in the London Underground, I think it was about a year ago or so, they had all these YouTube campaigns and everything. So YouTube is really pushing that out to get more people engaging on their platforms. And the actual process of building a business around YouTube is still its very beginning. A lot of people create YouTube channels, which is great, but to build a business, to build something that you can create income out of, that's very new to a lot of people, and that's what I'm showing you tonight. So you're about to have an unfair advantage because most people don't know this information. And the competition in that regard is very weak because you'll have some of the information that can set you apart. So the number one reason why you've never tried making or made money on YouTube. So who here has a channel? Okay, quite a few of you, about 50%, so that's great. And who here has started making some money off YouTube? Okay, so maybe one I saw, but that's the challenge that a lot of us face, is we put a lot of work into our content. We create videos, we spend hours and hours editing, filming, putting it on, and we might get a few views, but let alone make any money. So, why should you listen to me? I always ask this, and I encourage you to always ask this. This is me at the YouTube space in London. And here's me. I do search engine optimization. I'm a video marketing expert. I wrote a book called How to Make $100,000 per Year Thanks to YouTube, where I interviewed 9 experts on YouTube who made 6 figures or more, and basically compiled all their insights and their tips into a book and kind of have a blueprint for you guys. And it ranked over 50% of my videos on the first page of YouTube. So for some of the keywords I was targeting, if you search that keyword, it's going to be on the first page. And I created multiple passive income streams, consistent sales with a small channel. So a lot of people think you need a big channel to make money on YouTube. That is true if you're going for YouTube ads. But there's so many other ways you can monetize a YouTube channel, which I'll show you. Generate hundreds of dollars per video from YouTube channels, even with 0 subscribers. So there's ways to do that using Google as well. I did search engine optimization for Harrods, for Waterstones, Volvo. So I have the search engine optimization experience, which is required to a certain extent to know how to do the keywords. But it's quite simple, actually. YouTube gives you the keywords for you. And I've created over 15 video courses. And this one's funny. In the beginning, when I first started YouTube, I wanted to really smash it. I really wanted to have some success. So I thought, I'm going to create 360 videos. Someone challenged me, just create 360 videos in 30 days. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. And 12 videos a day for 30 days, I did it. But the results were really bad because I didn't follow the steps that I learned over time that actually do make money. So this is my main channel. It's one of my small channels out there, but it's gotten quite some good views and consistent views. The key is consistent views, because you can have a video go viral, but it spikes, and then nobody watches it again. Consistent views, that's where the keywords really come in. Here's some of my results in terms of sales from these different videos, different sales, affiliate sales, things like this. So it does work. And really important is free traffic. Because when you have traffic, traffic is attention. Today, Everybody is trying to compete for attention. And when you have traffic, that's basically attention on your website, on your product, on your service. So if you can get free traffic, it basically equals free money. And YouTube is one of the best sources for free traffic if you know how to rank your videos on the first page. So, results summary, some of these things. I've created thousands of pounds in sales thanks to this one YouTube channel where some people with the same amount of subscribers or even more might make nothing. I've saved tens of thousands of pounds in ad spend and traffic costs. So those of you who ever tried like paid ads, this is a great way to save money. And I even managed to attract high-end coaching clients automatically thanks to those channels. Partnered with another top YouTuber in LA, and all with 50 videos and less than 30 hours total work on that channel. So I changed a lot of people's lives as well. So this is what it gave me. I mean, I was able to travel quite a lot, extra income, passive income, things like this, which is fun. But what I really want to do is make an impact in people's lives. So I did it with less than some of you may have. Now, I moved to London, as you can tell from my accent. It's not British, but I'm from Canada. With virtually no money, I started building my online business while working full-time, commuting. So that was in my spare time. Actually, I wrote the book during my lunch hour and while commuting as well. And went broke multiple times. So it was a real challenge over the last 5 years, but when I cracked that YouTube code, it really changed everything. And then I quit my job and everything. So the truth about making money on YouTube. This was my first channel. It's still on there, but you can try to find it. That was 360 videos I created in 30 days. four measly subscribers, no results. Why? Because I didn't follow the specific ways to do it. And I learned that eventually after I started interviewing these experts, I started applying it. So you learn some of that tonight. So, are you ready to learn how to do what you love and get paid for it on YouTube? Obviously, because you're right here. Firstly, let's do some real basic foundations. Business in a nutshell. Basically, when you're building a YouTube channel, you're not just building a YouTube channel, you're building a media brand. You're building a potential online business. So you've got to think of it in this way to be able to start making money off of it. If you think of it just as a social media platform where you post videos, chances are you won't succeed. So what is a business? Basically, a business is the interface between something of value, maybe information, tips, solutions, products, whatever you have, and the target market, the people who have the needs, who have some pain points, some problems. And marketing, when you post a video and people find it, that simply connects the two. So that's the basics. Now, secondly, online business in a nutshell. This is very simplified, but you get the views. People view the video, they click on the links. That equals traffic on your page or other social media platforms. And then if they choose to buy, you make some sales. Now, thirdly, YouTube in a nutshell. You upload your video, so that equals traffic. You send them to a product or service, and I'll show you some options how to start doing that. And you make money. So before we begin, I want to just talk about how most people think of making money. First of all, most people trade their time and labor for money. This is great. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But we want to be right here, obviously up here, but this is where YouTube and these business systems come in handy. You can create products like e-commerce, you can create videos and rank them to get free traffic to something, and now we have a system. So this is automated. This is where you can start scaling, and you don't have to be there physically. So who here is still in full-time employment? Okay, so quite a few of you. So for the value you deliver, you get paid based on the value you deliver and during your time. For the skills, the knowledge, and the experience. But you can't really leverage that past the 8 hours in a day unless you turn it into your product, unless you put that value, that information, that knowledge into something that people can download or view or learn from or watch. So it's really about thinking of it in a different way. A lot of people have all this knowledge, skills. They don't see that it's pure gold inside of them. They don't see that they can create a real business out of it. It really is about, okay, what do you know? Putting that into a product, maybe an ebook, a video course, something like this, or even YouTube videos, and then putting it out there, and then have a system like YouTube to automate the sales process. You can also profit from other people's products. If you want to get started, you feel you don't have much skills or knowledge, that's fine. You can take someone else's product and sell it through YouTube as well and get commission off that. So it's really just leveraging YouTube as a traffic source, as a way to get attention, get people interested, and then directing them to a call to action to the right direction. So this is one of the top things that I see a lot of beginners, a lot of people struggle with. They don't think that they're an expert. Every one of you is good at something. Every one of you knows something about a certain topic more than someone else. An expert is simply someone who knows a little bit more than the target audience that you're teaching. So for example, I could know a bit more about YouTube than someone hasn't even heard of YouTube, and that's considered an expert. Or I can be like a master YouTuber, 10 plus years, and then someone who's just in the middle of their YouTube journey, still considered an expert. So it's all relative. So you don't have to be master to be an expert. So just allow yourself to give yourself permission to share the knowledge, the skills that you have with other people who might not know what you know right now. So find an audience who doesn't know what you know and share your knowledge with them. So each one of you can become an expert at whatever your specialty is. So let's get into the process. How to discover your passion and gifts. You might want to take notes here if you have paper, but these are really good questions to ask yourself. This is part of the process of tonight, how to start. This is before you even get on YouTube. What are you good at? Make a list. Everything that you know that you're good at. And if you don't, ask your best friends, ask your family, what am I good at? And just put it down. What areas have you studied extensively? Have you gone to university? Have you done college? Have you done extra courses in a specific area? What do people come to you for advice or help? So sometimes we don't even know it or acknowledge that people come to us to ask us certain things, but that's because you have a certain value to offer them. You have talents or hobbies that you love to do. Are you good at them? What makes you come or feel alive? Because that's your passions. That's where we can never run out of things to talk about, and that's going to be the core of how you're going to build your channel content. And what comes naturally to you without thinking. So make a long list and keep writing them down. So anybody want to share a few of their skills or knowledge, things like this? Just, yeah?
I would say I'm excellent at, even though my English might not be great, in terms of speaking, I would say my English in terms of writing to me is great. So I have people who want to publish books, like non-fiction books, how to publish a book, let's say in 60 days or...
Okay, so book publishing.
Book publishing.
Fantastic. Anybody else? Come on, guys. Everybody's good at something. Yes. Snowboarding. Perfect. Perfect. Anyone else? Yes. Skateboarding. Great. Skateboarding expert. Home crafts, candles, fantastic. People love to learn that stuff. What's that? Anybody else? Okay, well, we can see already in the crowd some major talent here that you guys could be turning into an income stream, something that you could put on YouTube, share that passion, share that knowledge with people who are looking to learn that. Someone might be looking to create candles, someone might be looking for snowboarding, or someone might want to learn some skateboarding skills, and they go on YouTube, skateboarding skills, skateboarding this, skateboarding that, and your video could come up, and you could teach them. So the possibilities are endless. You just got to give yourself permission that you have a lot of value to give, a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills. So select your channel topic. That's the next. You've made your list. It might be several pages long, or it might be just a few. That's fine. Next, choose one of your passions, your skills that stand out above the rest. You might have to narrow it down a bit. Maybe narrow top 5, top 3. And then pick one that you're really passionate about and that you know you're really good at. And don't worry about right now how you can monetize it. We'll cover that in a bit. But narrow it down, we need to narrow it down to serve a specific group of people. A lot of YouTubers, okay, something happened here. Technical issue. A lot of people go on YouTube, they create a channel, and then they wonder why they're not getting the subscribers, they're not getting views. It's because they have too broad of a channel. They might be talking about skateboarding, for example. Okay. But there might be some other skateboarding channels out there. So what makes yours unique? What makes yours special? Why should people subscribe to your channel? So we need to niche down. So maybe the second level would be, okay, skateboarding for young adults. Okay, so that's one level down. So we've already shortened that list. The next, you might want to say, okay, one level deeper, skateboarding for young adults who want to become pro skateboarders. So see how we took something general, made it a bit more specific, made it even more specific. And you might think this is limiting your success, but it's actually going to increase your success. It's counterintuitive because you'll find out. So, okay, so niche is something that's a narrowed down topic. And target audience is the people that you're serving. So you could have skateboarding, but you could be serving a specific audience. So it could be for young people, for old people, it could be for males, it could be for females, it could be for people who do XYZ, who have this kind of problem or this kind of dream. So you need to understand your audience, their pain points. This is critical to success. Your pain points of the audience, their dreams, their challenges, their objections. And best, if you yourself are part of that audience. That's the easiest way to find your target audience, is if you're in the same group. So think about what kind of people do you hang out with, and when you do your skills, what kind of people can you relate to? What kind of problems have you faced during your journey in whatever it is that you do? And then narrow it down a few times. Don't keep it broad, because broad channels don't attract raving fans. It just completely doesn't work. You gotta have really specific channels, and that's gonna attract, there's gonna be enough people in the world, there's billions of people in the world who have a specific interest in what you have. So a good exercise is an exercise for you to do when you're back home, is to write an ideal customer avatar. And basically, this is a fictional person. Give them a name, give them an age. Are they male, are they female? Where do they live? Do they live in the city? How much do they make? What are their interests? Do they have a family? And the more specific, you gotta be really specific. And this is your ideal customer. This is your ideal viewer, your ideal channel fan, subscriber. And why is it important to create this? Because every time you're going to create a video, you're going to shoot a video, you're going to imagine this person on the other side of the camera watching. And now you can speak to their needs. Now you can speak to their pain points. Now you can really help them. And so when one of these people who matches these characteristics lands on your video and watches, they're going to be like, wow, they understand me. They get me. They're going to help, and then they apply the knowledge, they apply things, and they get results, and they're going to become your raving fan. They're going to be watching all your videos, they're going to be clicking on all your links, they're going to buy your products, services. So that's why it's really important to do that. So next is to research the market on YouTube. So you're going to find out all the different channels that are similar to yours. Find out who your big competitors are, the big channels that are similar. Make a list, I would say top 5, even top 10 are similar. And then write, in that list, I want you to write 3 strengths and weaknesses for each. Why are we doing this? Because we want to differentiate ourselves. We want to see what are they good at, what are they doing right. Maybe it could be, okay, they have really great personality. Maybe it could be they do a really good job at editing, or maybe they connect emotionally. Maybe their graphics, their thumbnails are really good and they stand out. So, and then weaknesses. Maybe you spot something that they're not doing, so you write that down, and for each one. So now, once you have this list, you go through and you adjust your niche based on what you found. Now you're seeing gaps in the market where there's a real need, where you can really take off, where your channel can gain traction. So why define your target audience? I touched upon it really briefly, but people resonate with what's for them. So for example, if I have this is a really broad example, but if I have a chocolate bar, everybody who likes chocolate will buy the chocolate bar. But if I say this chocolate bar is for gym enthusiasts, then the gym enthusiasts will buy that chocolate bar rather than the standard chocolate bar. If it's a chocolate bar for yoga instructors, do you think the yoga instructors will buy that one rather than just a standard chocolate bar? Of course, because it's for them. That's really important. The people who fit this persona will feel as if you're talking to them, as if you're sitting across from each other, just having a casual chat at a cafe. That's how we gotta look at it. It focuses on your marketing messages and topics that you cover. So before you create that video, you have in your mind's eye this person. And so it focuses your message. It will be consistent over time. So know your audience. This is super important. So just a quick illustration. If you don't define your audience, if your channel is too broad, too vague, if you're trying to reach everyone, if you're trying to reach everyone on YouTube and help the world, that's a great aspiration, but it doesn't really work because you're trying to talk to everyone. You'll see that maybe some people who fit this demographic will come on your channel, subscribe, some will come here, some will here, and you won't have that many raving fans because they can't really connect to you. They can't really connect to the channel. However, if you have this specific customer avatar, you've defined it, it's pretty niche, you're talking to a specific person. Anybody who matches that exact criteria, they're going to be raving fans. And obviously you're going to be people and fans who are not exactly matching it, and that's fine. You'll have some people here on the side, but most of your audience will match that persona. So before we continue, this is a really big thing because there's countless ways to make money on YouTube other than the YouTube ads. Everybody thinks you're making money on YouTube, you gotta have millions of subscribers or 100,000 subscribers to make good money. Yes, if you're using YouTube ads, but there's so many other ways to turn those views, those clicks into income, and I'll show you. So it's one of the hardest, actually, and least profitable ways. My business partner, he gets about 40,000, 50,000 views a day, and his ad revenue is like this compared to his actual business revenue compared to, that he generates thanks to YouTube. So there's YouTubers out there who could be making a lot more money, or there's YouTubers just starting out that could be starting to make money if they don't just focus on the YouTube ads. That's a great other income stream later on once your channel has grown. But it's really important. Okay, so this is a really good list. I would recommend writing this down because this is where this is a gold list. You can turn what you love into income. So affiliate products. Those of you who don't know what affiliate products is, basically someone else's product where you sign up and there's an agreement where you get a certain percentage of the sale if you make it. So it can range between 25%, 50%, even 75% of the product. So you sign up for the program, they're usually free, and then you get a unique link coded to you. You put that link in your description and direct people there, and every time people buy through that link, you get a commission. So you don't even have to create your own product, which is great, and you're helping people with a solution. Cost per action offers, CPA. So this is similar to affiliates, but it's more of if someone enters their email in a form, you get like a small amount of money, $1, a pound, or $2. Or if someone clicks or downloads an app, so these are cost per action. You get paid every time someone does an action on the page. This is cool. There's a lot of different networks, CPA networks, that offer different kinds of offers that you can link to from your videos. You can create your own premium video content or video courses. This is great because you already have knowledge on a subject. You're giving away great free value, but it's important not to give too much or all of it away because then you'll have nothing left to give. So you gotta have some premium stuff as well. That's when the video courses come in. You could sell your own advertising. For example, when you reach, for example, 10,000 subscribers, you could have connections to people who are in your niche, who don't use YouTube or haven't even started on YouTube, who are willing to pay you to put their ad on your videos. And you can make a lot more than what YouTube pays. So you say, okay, I'm gonna charge £100 for you to be on this video. You're gonna get this many views on average. This is how many clicks you could roughly expect. And then people, okay, that makes business sense. I'll pay you £100, here you go, and you create a video. So be creative on the type of advertising you could offer. Obviously, this depends on how big your channel is, but you can charge a lot more than you get with the typical YouTube ads. Build a real business or brand around the channel. This is where you can really make the biggest money. So that comes back to creating a defined channel, have a customer avatar. Because when you can do that, you already have a brand. What do you stand for? What are your values? What are you offering? How are you have a unique selling proposition. You're unique. And then you can start charging based on your brand, which changes the game. You can offer consulting, coaching services. This is great if you don't have a product, you have skills, you just want to do some coaching, even online. You can do Skype, Zoom coaching. You can start right away. Just create a video. Hey, I'm offering a free 15-minute consultation. Let me know. You get them on there and say, hey, would you like more help? Fantastic. I do offer these coaching packages and this much how it is, and we can help you with this, this, and this. And people will sign up. So this is a great way to get started right away. It's not passive income, it's still income that you can leverage and create a business and money around something that you're passionate about and love, which is what this talk is all about. E-commerce products. If you're into actual physical products, you could use YouTube to promote these. This is really great. Amazon has so many different products, but you can also use, I'll get into that shortly, you can also use Amazon Associates, and I'll tell you what that means. But brand promotion, when you're big enough, certain brands might be willing to work with you. That's kind of like selling your own advertising, but brands will approach you. You can sell t-shirts, things like this. Software automated services, if you're in the IT or marketing sector, there might be software out there. even recurring software. So when someone signs up, you get paid over and over and over again, as long as they're signed up to it. Now, I'm going to give you a challenge here. This is just a basic list. I want you to come up with another 25 ways, doesn't have to be now, but when you're back, 25 ways in your niche that you can monetize it. And this is going to be hard because you might come up with 2, 3 more. This is where your brain is going to give up, but you have to push yourself. And the more you push yourself, your creativity muscle is going to grow. And suddenly you think, oh, what if I could do that and charge for it? So keep doing it until you're at least 25. And you can keep going if you want. But this is great, because this can be your go-to list. Whenever you're creating a video, this can be your motivation. You can look at, I'm creating a video. Great. Well, I can have a call to action to this type of service. Affiliate. So here's a specific affiliate strategy. This is where we get a bit more technical. Go to the following websites and find products that relate to your niche. So ClickBank is a big one for a whole bunch of different niches in health and fitness and making money and real estate and everything. Commission Junction is another big one. So you sign up to these networks and then you can get access, you get the links to all of these different products. JVZoo, ShareASale are all really good. Actually, the best way to find these platforms is really just go on Google and search whatever your niche is. So if it's skateboarding, if it's snowboarding, if it's candle making, affiliate products. So for example, I'll give you some ideas based on the examples you guys gave me, but candle making specific accessories, you could have a candle making how-to book, you could have a candle making course. Just search for different affiliate products. Chances are, if there's a niche, someone's already made a product. And if it's selling well, it's going to be a bigger niche. So look at some of the affiliate products that are out there. And then Amazon Associates. I promised I'd get to that. Basically, Amazon, you can have an affiliate link to any of Amazon's products. Books, ebooks, audiobooks, products, anything you can think of. And you get between 3 and 10% based on your sales volume. But if you sign up to Amazon Associates, for example, you're talking about candles, you can go on Amazon, find candle makers, find different things like this. Skateboarding, you could find skateboard parts, snowboarding, bookmaking, different products. And then you get the link, and you create that on your video. People click it, they buy it. The cool thing about Amazon Associates is it leaves a cookie on their computer. So if they're searching and they land on it and then they buy something else that's not even related, you still get a commission off that. So sometimes people buy the craziest of things. So step-by-step strategy, sign up for the affiliate program. That's usually free. Create a video that reviews the product, or create some value or tips that relate to that product. So, for example, we could have some replacement or the best skateboard tires or rollers, and you could make a video about these ones and review them. Why are they the best? Or you could have how to make a candle, and then have a link to a candle making kit. So you got to just connect those two things and then link it up with the right product, and then people will watch the video, they'll get great value, they'll build trust, they'll start liking you, knowing you, trusting you, and they'll click on the video, and you'll make a commission. So you can start already making money right away. You put the affiliate link in the description. Now, what's important about YouTube is the first 3 lines are visible. So you got to put it in those 3 lines, because most people don't click on expand and read more. So that's why it needs to be right at the top. And done. Simple. So Udemy. Who here has heard of Udemy? Okay, a few of you. Great. Basically, it's one of the biggest online platforms for video courses, paid video courses. And it allows anyone with skills, knowledge, to create a video course. So here's a really simple strategy. Create a 12-lesson video course on Udemy, and you're going to create premium content, something that is more value than what you would give away for free. And then you would create a free Udemy instructor account. It takes 10, 15 minutes to set up. It's one time. And then you make a structure. You upload the 12 video files once you've created. You don't need much gear. You just need your phone, a little stand, some decent lighting, decent background, and just talk about these different points. You have a specific structure, and then you upload them. And then, this is where YouTube comes in. You create 5 to 10 videos on YouTube around that topic, around these different keywords to promote the course, and then link to the course. So you have the product that you have, then you have the videos, which is marketing that product, and people will subscribe and people will click. So you have a full system here. So to do this, I have a 7-day product creation factory. So basically, you get the ideas for the structure. This is quite simple. A lot of people, how do I create a video course? How do I structure it? Well, look at what's being done. Go on Amazon, go on the book section, type in your niche, look at the books in that niche. Open the preview button and look at the table of contents. See how they've structured it. And I wouldn't suggest copying it, but get some ideas how you can structure yours. Make it different, slightly. And then even 10, 12 video lessons. Introduction, how to start doing this. And then depending on your niche, specific niche modules. And then next steps was the last one. For each lesson, you would put 3 important talking points. And that would come out to 3 to 5 minute video. So you just note that down in a pen and paper or on your word processor. So you would have a total of, let's say, 36 points that you would be sharing in this course. And now, it's easy to create the content. You set up the camera, you sit in front of it, you know the 3 points you're going to share, and then you just talk to the camera as if that ideal audience is there. And just share that information. Done. 5 minutes later, you have your first video. You do that 12 times, and you have a full product. So you upload that, shoot each video, then you upload to Udemy, and you just create a short list of benefits. Why should people purchase that course? Why should people enroll in that course? What are they going to learn? What is the end result? It's always important to think of the end result. So if you're, for example, in the skateboarding, some things like features, it's like, okay, you're going to learn about 10 skateboard tricks or 20 skateboard tricks, but why? Well, because they want to become a pro skateboarder. They want that kind of that fame. So that's the end result. So you always have to drill down to get the benefit for the sales page. And it doesn't have to be long, 300, 400 words, explaining why they should buy it. What will they get? Now, all of this, and then create 3 to 5 YouTube videos to promote it, again, with keywords. So this should take a maximum of 10 hours and can be done in 7 days. Even if you're in a full-time job, 1 hour a day, literally. Doesn't take that long. So really quick, I actually, I did one video course in like 3 hours. Just literally sat down, had an idea, put like 10 different videos, uploaded it the same few hours, and it was live the next day. So there's literally like no excuse to do this. So here's some little known insider tips, strategies, and insights that I've learned from some of the top YouTubers in the world. And I'm going to give you, not all of it is here, but I'm going to mention some ways to do it, so take notes. So keyword research, again, this is one of the keys. Especially, even if you're going after viral videos, if you want to create that viral video, that's great. You copy and you model what's already working. But at the end of the day, if you want consistent traffic, you want consistent income, you got to find a way to rank your video on the first page, because every month there's a certain number of people that are searching for that specific phrase. And if you are the first option, what does that mean? It means that you are the most relevant, trusted source for that keyword. So when they click it, Are they going to be receptive of your information? Most likely, because guess what? YouTube is giving it to them. They trust YouTube, they trust Google. YouTube is giving them that result. So they're going to watch it, they're going to watch you, see if they like you, see if they vibe with the information, and then they're going to click it and possibly purchase. So a really cool hack is to go on YouTube, you know the big search bar? Start typing something. You'll see it drops down immediately with suggestions. These are phrases that people are already searching for right now, and they're in order from most relevant, from most search, most popular to least. So try to pick one near the top. So if you're searching for how to skateboard, it might be like how to skateboard on ice, how to skateboard with these tricks. And you come with these long phrases, and you can start creating videos around that, because that's what people are looking for right now. So that's a really good tip. And sometimes you might have to change the wording slightly to get those suggestions. So play around with it, see what results come up, see if it's relevant, and just make a list. Get a document out, make a list of all the different topics and some of the suggestions that YouTube gives. And you'll never, ever run out of content to create, because you'll just expand more and more. And you can start with really specific topics. And the more specific it is, if someone is looking for exactly that, you bet they're going to click on your video and watch it. vidIQ Vision, great tool. It works in Google Chrome browser, and you literally, it's free. Install it, and it gives you like an X-ray vision into all the channels, the video stats. It even shows you the keywords that people are using, the tags, and shows you how well it's performing, how well it's optimized for the keyword. Fantastic, fantastic tool. So I would get that. There's also TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is great for additional features. Become a better copywriter. So at the end of the day, the two most important things on YouTube is how good is the title, how good is the thumbnail. When you've got those two things down, you're going to be ahead of 99.9% of YouTubers. Because what do you first see? Well, you see the title and the thumbnail. That's the first point of contact. So if you can grab attention, if you can hold attention, if you can get them curious, wanting to know more, that's where you're going to have a winner. So look at what's already working. The best way to learn is to model what videos are already going viral, what videos are getting lots of views, and see how are they doing the thumbnail? What elements in the thumbnail stand out? Why did I click on that headline? Oh, because it made me curious. Okay. So you start learning how to write really good headlines. Make them curious, be specific. Have benefits in there. Make them wonder. Don't give it all away in the title. And next is create bright, eye-grabbing thumbnails that pop out. When you're scrolling, your eyes are automatically, subconsciously attracted to something that's different than the rest. So if all the videos are kind of like bluish, kind of really light, boring, and then you have your thumbnail that's like bright orange, big text, pops out, there's a face on there with an emotion, you're gonna like stop and look at that, and you'll have like a second or two longer to capture their attention and their interest. It's really important to create these thumbnails. And if you don't know how to create them yourself, if you're not good at designing, if you go to Fiverr.com, that's with 2 R's, Fiverr.com, you can get someone for $5 for like £3 to create a thumbnail for you. And that looks really, really good. And then you just put them on there, upload them. The thing with thumbnails, if you create a new YouTube channel, you need to verify your account to be able to add thumbnails. Okay, so now what? You learned all the basics, but you want to go full-time. You were able to create some passive income, some side income with your knowledge, your skills. That's great. But you want to go full-time, you want to quit your job, you want to travel the world. What now? So now, what if you could scale this up into a $100,000 business in 3 months or less? That's what my business partner did. And he joined me quite recently, so I'm still learning some of his tips and tricks. But basically, what if you could get a step-by-step blueprint that showed you exactly how you can do this? And he laid it all out. Imagine being able to truly live life on your terms, to like leave that job you really don't like, but turn your passions into real like full-time income, not just some side income. And what if it could be as simple as just putting in 1 to 1.5 hours a day, really? How many of you would love to do that? Great. How many of you would go all in to create more than just a side income? I'll look at a few of you. Great. And for those of you who aren't, maybe you just like some side income, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So this is my business partner, Troy Addison. Actually, I interviewed him 1.5 years ago for my book. He was getting impressive results on his channel. And he managed to reach 100K on YouTube in just 3 months with his business. He has multiple channels. You can check him out. Search him on YouTube. And he partnered with my brand, Video Traffic Insider, very recently. So who is Troy? Just a bit of background so you know this guy. He generated over $1 million in sales from YouTube, 35+ million lifetime views on YouTube, which is very impressive, and 60 videos with over 100,000 views each. He got over 100,000 free leads from YouTube videos, so email subscribers. And he used his 7-step process to create a 7-figure brand within 12 months. He used that same 7-step process to create 100K in 3 months. And over 400,000 subscribers on all of his different channels combined. He built 3 businesses from YouTube. This is his main channel. Check it out, Troy. It's Superhuman You. You can see 2 million views, 1.7 million views. He's in the fitness niche. So don't think that you have to be in the fitness niche to get these kind of results. No, you can be in any niche. You just have to follow these principles, these 7 steps. So here are 8 of his videos with 1 million views each. Notice, I'll give you a few tips here. Notice how the thumbnail really pops out. Notice the color, it just jumps out at you. They're big text. There's always a face in there. There's arrows pointing. It's pretty clear. It's not too cluttered. It's very clean. It looks good. There's specific details that make you kind of focus and zoom in on your attention. And that's part of it. And look at these titles. Killer tricep workouts for mass. So using these power words, notice what words they're using. Mass gaining workout for skinny guys. So he niched down on this channel to skinny guys. So instead of bodybuilding in general, he went, okay, bodybuilding for skinny guys. Now it's one bit. That's partly because of his success. This one got a lot, being specific with a number. So just really analyze these different headlines and see how you can apply it in your niche. It's the same type of template. Just be creative. So he found the map, the 7 steps, created this kind of 7-step process, dumbed it really, really easy. So I invite you to join him on a free live stream. If you have time this week or the next week, he's going to be showing you exactly the 7 steps to making 100K on YouTube in 3 months or less, how to become a full-time lifestyle YouTuber like he is, even if you've never created a video before. And he's giving away 3 free bonuses worth almost $500 in value, and never before revealed hacks that creates far better results starting today. So just visit that link, videotrafficinsider.com/7steps, and then you can register for a time that is really convenient for you. So you can get all of these. Actually, these are really valuable. There's video title hack templates. This kind of gives you a template to basically plug and place your niche in there and make really powerful headlines that grab attention for your videos. This is the first page ranking factors map where you can see what exact factors that YouTube looks for. So like where to place a keyword, what tags to put in there, and what kind of engagement that you need. So there's a lot of different factors, and when you know this, it becomes a whole lot easier. and then a list of the hottest niches. If you're having trouble coming up with niches, this kind of gives you a big list to start. So now I'm opening up to Q&A. We have about 7 minutes or so, and anybody who has questions, feel free to ask. Yes?
So, say that in a year's time, I'm making out $100 million on my YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I look back at what I did this week, and it's the most embarrassing video I've ever seen in my life. Is it better to like delete your old videos to increase the better content on your channel, or is that going to be bad for your SEO?
It depends on how much traction that video is still getting. If it's not getting any views, then you might as well delete it. But if it's still getting consistent views, if people are still searching it, finding it, watching it, engaging with it, keep it up there. As long as it's not too embarrassing, right? Yes?
So, with the thumbnails and stuff you were discussing before, I can see obviously all the sort of science that goes into making them successful, but obviously everyone else can see that as well. Something I've noticed from just a sort of customer point of view, if someone just watches videos, so many of the videos are starting to look like that now. My whole feed is starting to look like these, large text and almost sort of like a question as a title. Do you think it's something that is worth going in full sort of force with because it's effective? Is it something that's going to end up being the sort of default for everyone?
That's a really good question. So if everybody starts doing these amazing thumbnails, titles, everything, there will be more competition. But there'll always be ways where you can be different. There's always going to be slight angles. Even if it's really good headlines, maybe everybody's doing the similar type of headline. Maybe people are targeting the fear. Maybe you look and all the titles are like fear-based. Maybe you can twist it around and add your spin to it. If everybody has really good thumbnails, maybe you can add something that gets a bit more intrigue. You add this photo of something that people don't really know what it's about. They look at it, oh, what's this? So just play around with it. Yeah, good question. Anyone else? Yes?
I've got for the first page photos of her chat. Can you help me into finding a way to do distribution?
So you have multiple channels?
On each other, Instagram, Twitter.
Okay, so you have
Finding a way of boosting YouTube.
Definitely. So if you have other social media accounts with followings, how do you use that to leverage your YouTube growth? Well, simply share your videos on those social media platforms. Make those other followers aware you have a YouTube channel. Sometimes it's as easy as just sharing it on there, saying, hey, subscribe to my channel. A big misconception is people forget to tell people what to do. They post a video and think people will click. No, you gotta tell them what to do. You gotta say, check out this video, you'll learn this, and click on the link below. And that will get a lot more traction than you think. Another way is, for example, having the links. For example, on Instagram or other places, you have a link to your channel. And then people check out your profile, they'll go straight to your channel, subscribe, check out what you have. So it's really just about creating this cohesive brand across all of your channels and making them aware you have a YouTube channel and teasing them maybe with bits of content to get them on the channel. So you might have a full video, but you might edit it down to a much shorter version that kind of leaves them wanting more, and then direct them with a link to the full video on YouTube. Does that help? Perfect. Perfect. Anyone else? Yeah.
Do you have any tips for anyone who feels so uncomfortable talking to a camera? Did you find it natural, or have you got any tips for if you find it so awkward?
I found it so awkward in the beginning, so you're not alone. In the beginning, the only way to overcome it is to give that camera the biggest stare you have. No, I'm just kidding. But just over and over. Look at the camera, feel that uncomfort, just keep going. I think it took me about 20, 30 videos to get a hang of it, to get comfortable. And after a while, it just becomes natural. So it's normal to feel camera shy. It's normal to feel like maybe people will judge you with a video, but that's part of one of the beliefs you have to overcome when you're on YouTube. You just have to realize that there will be people who hate your stuff. There will be people who don't like you for no reason. There will be haters out there, and that's completely fine. It's actually a good thing because it means you're polarizing your personality. It means you stand for something, and there'll be raving fans who agree with you, and there'll be people who don't agree with you, who are your haters, who don't agree. So it's completely fine for that. It's just a matter of doing it, setting up the camera, getting comfortable in front of the lens, and just imagine, a good mind hack is just imagine your best friend or this ideal audience on the other side, and just talking to them face to face, casual talk. And once you've got that kind of mindset, it's super simple. Just do it. It's good. Yes? Mm-hmm.
Is there a way that you can not anonymize it, but do you have to use your full real name like you have to do in Facebook?
No, you can, for the channels, you can have multiple channels with different names. So you don't even have to have your name. You can have a pen name. You can have a different name for different channel. That's completely fine for your brand. So nobody will ever know, unless they know you personally, and connect the name to the face to the name, that what your true name is. So if you create a channel with a completely different pen name and always refer yourself as that person, that's completely fine. Yes?
What do you think is the best length of the videos? Like, is there any statistics of when people stop watching the video and just switch to another one, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
So that's a good question, and it's relative to what niche you're in, what other videos are out there, and the engagement. So what's really important is you want to get people to watch at least 70 to 80% or more of the entire video. And that's one of the most powerful ranking strategies. It means that the video is good. It means that there's value. And that's one of the signals that YouTube gets that says, we're going to rank this video higher. So you want to make it engaging. Typically, I say start with shorter videos because in the beginning, it's easier to capture attention with shorter video. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then see how you do. And as you have the skill, as you get the skill of engaging people, holding their attention throughout the whole video, then you can start increasing it. And obviously, the longer the video and the more the people watch through it, the better for your channel because you'll rack up the minutes watched, you'll rack up the high retention rate, you'll get more subscribers, higher rankings, and it's all like a ripple effect. So start with better engagement and start with small. Another factor is look at the average length of those videos for that keyword. If you search a keyword on YouTube, all these videos come out. Look at what other channels have created. Maybe the average length is 10 minutes. Okay, so now you have to compete with 10 minutes. Start seeing how you can create a really engaging 10-minute video or 11-minute video. Because now YouTube will compare 10-minute videos in this niche to yours. So let's start with that. Right. Yes?
I might have missed your introduction, but I saw on your slide that your YouTube channel is about online marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
Was it your expertise?
What's my expertise?
Yeah, was it?
Oh, yeah, internet marketing.
Was it? Because
Yeah.
I'm trying to find what niche, like, I really can't think of what I'm really, really good at or passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
There are stuff, but not like something that I want to make a channel about. So was it something that you already knew a lot about, or did you study? How did you get it?
It was something I already studied for quite a few years and knew quite a lot about, so I wanted to share some knowledge. So if you're starting out like yourself and you don't feel like you have a specific depth of knowledge anywhere, what would you like to learn, right? And then pick that and just study it. And as you study it, apply it and learn it, and then share your insights. Because you don't have to be that deep in your knowledge. You can just be starting out, hey, I want to learn this, and when I'm sharing what I've learned, it actually helps the learning process even more. So that could be a start to finding out what you're really passionate about.
It's actually where I am. I came to the point that I maybe I should learn something and, share my learning with some people who are interested in the same thing. So.
Exactly. Yeah, perfect. All right, I think we have time for one more. Is that everything? Yes. Okay.
Is there like a magical percentage of what you should be selling to what content you're giving? So I know it's different if you're giving a couple of things, different points
It depends on your audience, really. If you're adding a lot of value in the videos, and people are like, wow, this is great, and they feel like they're getting a lot back, then I think it's fine to say, hey, click the link if you want even more, or click on the link for this extra solution, this extra tip. You have to experiment, but I would say a balance to start with, especially in new channels. Start with just pure content stuff, and the call to action can be simply just subscribe. Comment below, let me know what you think. Is there any topics that you want me to go deeper on? So you can start knowing what your audience wants. And then you can start maybe one every 2 videos, one every 3 videos, having a product review or something that links to product, and just test it. See, are these videos getting more engagement, or are they getting less? And just experimenting with it for your audience. Because over time you'll see patterns, and you can see what a good balance is. Yeah. Yes?
Is there anything that, looking back, you would have done differently?
Yeah, looking back, I would have focused a lot more on thumbnails, headlines, and the keyword stuff. Because in the beginning, I didn't really do many keyword things, and the headlines and my thumbnails were horrendous, and that's why I didn't really get that many subscribers or didn't get many views or clicks. Another thing is a lot more, this is a really powerful tip, but when you're delivering your content, tell them what they're gonna learn, give them hints of what they're gonna learn later in the video, what they're gonna get. So if I'm saying, if I start a video, I'm gonna say, okay, in this video you're gonna learn 5 tips on doing this and this without doing what you think you need to do. And if you stay to the end, I'll give you a link to a PDF where you can download some really cool hacks. People are like, oh, great. So they're gonna start watching it. And then while I'm delivering the value, the content, the tips, then I might insert, oh, by the way, in a few tips, I'm gonna tell you another tip, which is gonna share this and this. And in their mind, it's gonna create this open loop where they're gonna subconsciously stick on the video to wait for that extra piece of information. So that's gonna really improve the retention rate. Really powerful. Cool. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming. Hope you learned a lot, and make sure you register for live stream if you want to learn more. And feel free to linger, ask me any questions after. So thank you very much.